Right now, the owner of a martial arts academy in Newport News is behind bars, charged with several sex crimes. Jeremy Armstead owns Extreme Dragons Black Belt Academy. As 13 News Now reporter Nico Clemens tells us, authorities say his victims were students there.
Never would I have thought in a million years that this was that type of person.
Disturbing details about what went on for years inside Extreme Dragons Black Belt Academy on Warwick Boulevard, as well as other locations.
I was very surprised.
Newport News police arrested 30-year-old Jeremy Armstead. Armstead is charged and accused of raping students who attended his martial arts academy.
He's never given us a reason to fear anything.
Court documents show the alleged rapes and sexual assaults started in 2014 and went on until December 2017. Police say there were 3 victims, all young girls. Girls between the ages of 12 and 16 at the time.
I'm really shocked and disappointed.
Sharita Jenkins owns S&J Nail Salon just feet away. She says she's had conversations with Armstead before.
He seemed like a nice guy. He's coming to my business and left flyers to promote his business.
Norris Williams was getting ready to drop his son and daughter off to class Friday when he found out the news.
Wow, that's that's a no-go.
During one incident in 2017, 2 of the girls, ages 14 and 15 at the time, tell detectives Armstead took them to the back room and tied them down. According to court documents, Armstead said if they tried to help each other, he would hurt them.
My heart goes out to them. He needs prayer, but the parents need prayer because this is their children. We entrust our children and people, and then you're paying for it.
And Armstead was arraigned in juvenile court. He has a September 6th hearing date to name an attorney. In Newport News, I'm Nico Clemens, 13 News Now.